Okay, thanks for tuning back in, everyone. I finally completed my build of my AR15 Rock River upper. It's a Polymer 80 lower. If you've seen my videos on milling that out and discussions, well, this is that same lower, Polymer 80. It's a Magpul ACR stock, Midwest Industries M-Lock. I forget the model number, but it's an M-Lock handguard, 12 inches long. Aim point PRO scope, red dot. And then Magpul iron sights for backup. Right now, I expect malfunctions, guys, because, and this does have a Cyrac Industries adjustable gas block, and I've been playing with that some, but I mean, I'm sure it needs to be fine-tuned. And it's really dirty because I put a couple hundred rounds to it today just playing with it before the video. But right now I have, let's see, I believe about 20 rounds. And yeah, about 20 rounds in it right now, and we're just going to shoot it and have a little fun with a shoot and see target downrange. That's a Rainier Arms RAC muzzle brake. All right, 20 rounds. Those were Federal 223 ammo. Of course, this is a 5.56 by 45 or 223 AR15, and a lot of fun. And I was playing. I wasn't taking as much time as I could have between shots, but very little recoil. That RAC muzzle compensator really helps. Adjustable gas block, so I'm sure it's not running on full gas. It's probably close because I didn't want to turn it down too far because just a few clicks down it wasn't locking the action back, and that could be because of dirt, and it's brand new. I mean, everything in it's new, and I'm just going to need to be really clean and get all that there's going to be some paint, I'm sure, or whatever, anodizing, some rough spots and all the, so it's going to have a break-in period. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, let's get some more ammo, and maybe I'll show you some recoil. Okay, so I really like this Rock River 2-stage trigger. Some people think that they don't like the way it feels when it's putting pressure on that. I don't know the components what they're called, but they kind of put pressure on something and then it gets tight and it breaks. It's really easy for me to learn it, I guess I would say. But this is going to film 5 rounds at full speed, and I'm going to slow it down for 5 rounds to show you the recoil from the side. So let's just shoot the same shoot and see target. 10 rounds worth. Here we go. All right, it's performing great, really is. All right, I don't know how much of that brake was attacking that GoPro. We'll find out. Okay, so I thought I'd just take a second to give you a close-up what we have going on here. Just let you look at it a little closer. Aim point PRO, I really like that. Real nice red dot, has 30,000 hour battery life. You can just leave it on, forget it for about 3 years. Of course, it's adjustable, night vision compatible. Rainier Arms RAC, it's a compensator. Gas ports on top at an angle. Of course, the big see-through brakes on the side. M-Lock Midwest Industries handguard. It made it beautifully too with this Rock River upper. Of course, I mean, they should. Everything's mil spec. Cyrac Industries adjustable gas block. It's the Gen 2, so you don't have to push in a pin to be able to adjust the set screw in it to change the gas on it. And since this is working so well, I may turn the gas down one notch, but I probably won't today. I'm going to just go ahead and clean it real well. And then if it keeps performing this well, I may turn it down one notch just to see if I can reduce the gas just a little bit and still be locking the bolt carrier group back with an empty magazine and feeding reliably. But so right now, since this is a Polymer Lower and there has been some reported issues with it, I think a lot of it could be user initiated. I don't know that. I'm not saying that anyone that's had trouble has done anything incorrectly, but you know, I'm gonna take it apart and see what I see with it. Okay guys, so the Polymer 80 Lower, I don't see any indications of stress at any location. And I put in an aluminum takedown pin back here just because I thought I would be able to get a keyring on it and pull it out and make it easier for me, but for some reason the one I bought, it's not compatible with the Polymer Lower. It's no big deal. I'm not sold on aluminum takedown pins. It just happened to be, and I didn't know when I bought it. I'm going to take it back out, but I thought for the purposes of the test and kind of judging stress, I thought I would see if it was making any marks in the aluminum. If it was going to damage that pin, then we would know what was going on. But even if you can see right here, I'm not sure what you can see, but the what do you call that, the stop for the buffer tube, or the actual buffer, I mean, there's absolutely no swelling. There's no indications that it's being damaged in any way. All right, let's shoot something. Okay, so I went ahead and turned the gas down one click, and that's a quarter turn with the detents. The set screw's right on the end, so all I have to do is just take an Allen wrench and turn it clockwise one click. It shoots 5 rounds through it. And I have some spray snow over there. I have a magazine malfunction here. That's better. I hooked the lip of the cartridge, I guess, strangely in the magazine. 5 rounds, here we go. Shoot some snow. Oh yeah. All right, still locking the bolt carrier group back on the last round. Well, I'm really pleased so far, guys. There's almost no recoil. I mean, there's recoil, obviously, but it's mitigated because of the brake and not using full gas. The buffer is not slamming back so hard in the buffer tube. That's the purpose of that. Okay, I just thought of something else I wanted to tell you about. The Magpul iron sights. MBUS Pro stands for Magpul Backup Sight. Co-witnesses perfectly to the aim point. At least what my understanding of what co-witness means. What's happening is the LED inside the aim point is setting right on top of my post on my front sight. So for the purposes of this next 10 rounds, I'll just I'll shoot it with the co-witness sights up, and I don't know, see what that looks like. Okay, for anyone that doesn't know, the Magpul iron sights has two apertures that you can use. Big aperture for more close quarter shooting, and you slide this, you just flip this up like that. Detent holds it into place for long range shooting. Smaller the peep, the less light comes through. You have to choose accordingly to what you're hoping to accomplish. Here's 5 rounds, co-witness shooting. Okay, well, that's fine. I think for me, I'll just be shooting the red dot because I noticed I had to line up a little bit lower in the weapon with my safety glasses, my hearing protection, to get a good picture through this peeps. But in the event that my aim point were to fail, I'll just take it off. So backup sights. Okay, so this aim point optic I'm using, Aim Point Pro PRO. It is made in Sweden, so it's really nice, and it's what a lot of the law enforcement and military personnel use. I think it's about 406 is what I get for it. I've heard of people saying that they found it from 350 online on sale, but I got mine from Optics Planet. So let's shoot 5 more, and I'm still checking the gas on it. So I've turned it down another quarter turn because it's being reliable at this point. And we'll keep turning it down until I can use as little gas as I can, plus 1/4 of a turn. Make sure that everything, my recording, make sure everything's really reliable with with any ammo. Here's 5 more rounds. Gotta do a little quicker this time. I may not hit the target. All right, it's working great. Something else I wanted to talk about, the aim point. It has a clear back lens cover right here. And the purpose of that is in a darker location, and say the middle of the night and you have an intruder or whatever. Well, I'd hate to fire a 223 inside the house with a muzzle compensator, but let's just say you had to. And you just grab it, because you just leave the red dot on and it lasts for 3,000 hours. So you just leave it on and you pick it up. With both eyes open, you'll co-witness your target. Or maybe that's not the correct word. You'll superimpose your target with your left eye to your right eye, and you'll still be able to use the red dot for targeting. I'm not sure how easy it'll be during the day, but let's find out. Okay, so I noticed I'm collecting a pile of brass kind of behind me at an angle. It's a little bit past 3 o'clock, so I'm using a little bit more gas than I want to, and that could be, like I said, the break-in. Once I get this really cleaned well, I'll do all this over again and really see how I can fine-tune the gas back to the system. Here's 5 more rounds. Lens cap closed on both ends. Just looking at the red dot. Let's see if I can hit the shoot and see target down below. All right, here we go. Nope, I'm not going to be able to do it with this distance. Let's try. All right. All of them went in the target. It's impressive. Okay, for this round, I brought out my trusty Diamondback DB15. I really like this rifle. It's all just how how I required it. Nothing's been changed. It has the commercial ATI, buffer tube, and stock. Everything else, as far as I know, is mil spec. Don't quote me on that, but I believe so. And right now we have 5 rounds, and I just wanted to see the difference in recoil. Just a normal gassed A2 compensator, just run-of-the-mill AR15. Alright, there's more recoil. Whether it be the RAC compensator or the gas, or a combination of both that's adjustable on that, my build, it recoils more. This does. That recoils less. Okay, going back to my build now. We're just going to go ahead and keep looking at the recoil with that camera over there. Let's just use the dot this time correctly. I actually didn't feel that much of a difference when I was shooting that one. But going from that one to this one, I mean, the weight's going to be the same. They're both 16-inch barrels. This happens to be a mid-length gas. Spikes, cold hammer forged. It's full auto capable. I think maybe 20,000 rounds capable. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. And I turn the gas, I'm systematically, every time I come back out here, I'm turning the gas down a little bit more. I believe that it was just because everything just needed to be worked. So I had too much gas going through it. And I've noticed now, I'm not quite throwing the brass back as far to the 5 o'clock position as I was. But I think with a good cleaning, I'll just get it around 3 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock ejection. All right, everyone, well, that's my showing of my AR15 build with a Polymer 80 lower. Magpul, this is just a standard A2 grip that actually came with my Diamondback, because the Rock River lower parts kit and the grip that I purchased, the grip screw that went up in the Polymer 80 lower was not long enough, so what I just swapped them out, and then this is the one that came on the Diamondback, and the Diamondback, I forgot about that, it has the Rock River. Doesn't matter, it's the same thing. So I've been using Magpul magazines, Magpul iron sights, Aimpoint Pro. I noticed that once I did the double click like they recommended, and after a few shots I went ahead and had to actuate this again to make sure it stayed tight. I'm not going to do it again, but you just turn that and crank until it clicks twice, shoot a few rounds and then do it again. But it's real neat. I like the fact that you can shoot this with the lens cap closed if you need to, if you're in a situation that required it. Zeroing it was real simple. I think I went through 50 rounds playing, but I mean, you could do it obviously with a lot less rounds. Rainier arms, RAC muzzle brake, and I've ordered a bunch of these M-LOK rails. Magpul, this one happened to be polymer, it came with the handguard, but I've ordered other sections, and I'm going to also order the Magpul angled foregrip too. It's not as big as the original one, but it's going to go over somewhere right here, and the purpose of it will keep your hand slightly at an angle I think it's going to make it easier for me to maybe reach my light. I'm not sure. Cyrac Industries adjustable gas block, Spikes tactical 16-inch cold hammer forged barrel, mid-length, Rock River upper, Rock River bolt carrier group bolt, and Rock River lower parts kit with a 2-stage trigger. Everything is mil-spec commercial, mil-spec buffer tube, mil-spec stock, and that's the showing, guys. So in summary, when you put them together, if you want to spend the money for it, as you see here, I think it's $1,400, $1,500, something like that. And that's probably not right. Now, with the angle foregrip I just purchased and a couple hand rails, it made it $1,800. So everything that I've just discussed we're going to be around the $1,800 range, and I still have to get my sling. And one thing I have noticed with the Polymer 80 lower, my trigger pins have walked slightly to one side. So it's no problem. Just for a small fee, you can put in those anti-rotational pins that are connected, and they can't go anywhere. So that'll be the next thing I do. Other than that, I see no problems with this whatsoever, and I will be buying another Polymer 80 lower. Okay, well, there's my showing of the two nice ARs. I know we didn't really get to the Diamondback. I've already done that. You can check that out if you want to check that video out. And real nice. I like that Aimpoint Pro. I recommend it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get another one for that AR, I think, maybe down the road. But I have a sight mark with the Ultra QD with the laser and all that. I just didn't want to go through the ammo to zero it in, and I have another video of the film right behind this one. It's going to be a Ruger Charger, so stay tuned for that. Alright, that's a wrap. If you like this, give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it. And thanks for watching.